Disclaimer. This video's information is being provided for informational, educational, and general interest purposes only. The information in this video is not intended to shock, enrage, or otherwise provoke the viewer. The sole purpose of this video was to raise awareness of true crime-related events. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
A woman from Osceola County was convicted by a jury of killing her mother and burying her in the backyard of the house they lived in together for 5 years. Amy Day, 46, was found guilty of first-degree murder, kidnapping, and elder abuse in the death of Aurelia Hawkins, 79. She was given a life sentence by Judge John Morgan. According to Assistant State Attorney Sarah Hatch, Day had $1.87 in her bank account at the beginning of September 2015 and at least $13,000 in credit card debt. Financial records reveal a $2,500 check from Hawkins to Day from the evening she was last seen. Hawkins had a fixed income of about $2,000 per month. In a statement read aloud by Hatch following the verdict, Hawkins' daughter and Day's sister, Judy Schultz, said, "We know that in the coming months and years, our grief will turn to reflection, remembrance, and thankfulness for having had Aurelia Hawkins in our lives. It's never easy losing a parent or sibling. No one deserves to die in the manner that my mother died. It is made even harder when one learns that a tragic and senseless death could have been avoided. She was a devout Christian who constantly believed in the goodness of people. She was also loving, kind, and caring. It is unimaginable that her life was snuffed out by the cruel deeds of a family member, her daughter, my sister, Amy Day," she wrote. When Morgan asked Day if she had anything to say, Day remained silent. Her lawyer, Michael Nielsen, stated that she maintains her innocence. "Although the jury did not believe her, I do." At 12:45 p.m., the jury of 10 men and 2 women went outside the courtroom to deliberate. They returned 2 hours later. Last week, they heard the case's testimony for 4 days. According to records, Hawkins called Schultz on the evening of September 19, 2015, and announced through tears that she was moving to Colorado with Rose, a friend from church. On Lakeshore Drive, close to St. Cloud, Schultz hurried to the house Day and Hawkins shared and rapped on the windows and doors. She did not receive a response. The Osceola County Sheriff's Office was notified the following day that her mother was missing. Records show that neither Rose nor anyone who knew her could be located by detectives at Hawkins Church or anywhere else. After 2 days of looking, they discovered Hawkins' body, which had been wrapped in garbage bags, a pink blanket, a rope, and coaxial cable, in her own backyard. Her cause of death could not be determined by a medical examiner. She had large bruises all over her body and smaller ones on her mouth, but not enough to kill her. There were no bullet wounds to her body, but investigators did discover a spent bullet casing under her bed. Hatch asserted that there was no concrete proof of suffocation or strangulation, but suggested that the bruises on her mouth might be the result of someone pressing their fingers onto it to keep her quiet. According to Hatch, Mom's accounts were abruptly drained of thousands of dollars to pay for these accounts. Even more depressing and horrifying is the fact that Amy Day murdered her mother in exchange for a few $1,000s. Nielsen informed the jury that there was inconclusive proof that Day killed her mother. Investigators were unable to discover any foreign DNA or fingerprints on Hawkins' body. "It shouldn't be minimized that there isn't much physical evidence in this case," he said. "A lot of speculation is going on here."
911, what's your emergency?
Hey, Amy. Hey, it's almost done. I thought you forgot to do one more thing. I think we do one more thing, but since we're waiting, I just want to go over a couple more things that we talked about yesterday. Remember yesterday, we talked a lot about that stuff. Okay, so before we get started, we're gonna record this. Okay, so today's day is September 21st, 2015. Time is 3:23 p.m. Located at the Sheriff's Office, Osceola County. Detective Joel Guevara, Detective Brett Roller, and can you please state your full name, Amy, please?
Amy Grace Day.
Okay. Again, thank you so much for waiting for us for the phone thing. We're, as you can see, we're conducting a full-blown investigation because we don't know what happened. So we just want to cover every angle and make sure that we got all the steps covered, okay? And due to that, I'm just gonna read some stuff to you, some formalities, okay? It's a full-blown investigation, so I just want to get this out of the way, okay? You have the right to remain silent. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Need for you to speak up since you're recording, okay?
Yes.
Anything you say may be used against you in court of law. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. And so you're entitled to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided before and during questioning without charge. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Amy, will you be so kind? This is the part that I read to you. Print your name here. Your full name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I just put Grace or should I just redo it?
What do you put? I see.
I'm not used to writing Grace, so.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, here's initial here. These are the stuff that I read to you. You said that you understood. Okay. And then I need for you to sign down here, saying that you understand. Okay. So now I'm going to sign this here myself. Then since this is the only part that we're using, I'm gonna cross out the rest of it, okay? Alright. You just want to go over real quick just the highlights of your routine on the weekend. You stated, let's start with Friday. Let's go back one day. I know we started the other days on Saturday, starting back on Friday. Friday, what was your routine that day?
I was packing. I was getting clothes ready for Goodwill. Mom and I both were.
Okay.
We were kind of just laughing and joking, and packed the pantry with stuff that I eat that she doesn't because she's a vegetarian. Going over just different things. I mean, it was just a normal day.
Just a normal day.
Yeah.
Does your mom has like a regular routine? Like she does the same thing every day, or
No.
like the same routine, or just
No.
no?
Different things, different days. I mean, she goes to Walmart different days. She goes to Winn-Dixie different days. She goes. The only thing that's routine is in the morning time, she walks every morning on the back porch, takes her grandson to school, will take lunch to him at lunchtime, and then sometimes she'll go down there, and but the morning walk, taking him to school, and sometimes taking lunch, taking lunch out to him. That's pretty much the routine. Now, normally she will, but it's different days, but after she takes Morgan drives to school, and on her way back, she may stop at Walmart, but she tells me, but it's on different days.
Gotcha.
So,
Sorry about that. And then Friday, was that the day that you already had planned to go out of town with your boyfriend, Carrie, or when did those plans came up?
That didn't come up until Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay. And who reached out to you? Did Carrie reach out to you, or you reach out to Carrie?
He called me. I missed his call. I called back. He missed my call. Called back, and then I called him back. I mean, we just went back and forth.
Now, around what time those calls started?
I think the first one was like at 7:50, 8 o'clock in the morning because he gets up early.
Okay.
And then that's the reason I missed his call because I didn't hear my phone ring. When I called back, I don't know what he was doing, but he didn't answer the phone. Then when he called me back, we talked for a little bit, and then I called him back. And that's when, after that, we were like, well, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing? And we kind of decided what we were trying to see if we had anything, if anything was going on. I asked Mom if she had anything going on, if she needed me for anything. And she said no, she was going to be going to church, you know. And I said, okay, I called back and I said, no, I don't have anything. And he goes, okay, I'll come get you. I said, okay.
And then on Saturday, your mom went out the whole day?
No.
Did she step out of the house?
No, she cleaned on Saturday.
Okay. So she never got in the car, left, or anything like that? Went outside, or
She
went outside to...
She went outside when Morgan and Mark came down to mow the grass.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, other than that, she was inside cleaning, and she went outside, out back, you know, for a little bit, and read the Bible. She does that. The other routine she has is every day between 1:30 and 2, during the week, she does talk to her sister Joy. And then my sister calls her on her way home between 4 and 5, whatever time my sister gets off work, until my sister gets home. That is during the week. Those are two things that my mother does. Those are part of her routine. But on Saturday, I didn't go outside, but I know Mark was there only because he's the one who runs Big Zero Turn. Morgan, I'm sure, was there. She went out. They mowed and left. She came in and she continued cleaning.
You went out, other than living with Carrie, you went out during
When
the day? That you stepped out of the house like to go somewhere, run some errands, anything like that?
No, when I stepped out, it was at 5 o'clock on Saturday.
And that's when you left
Carrie, yeah.
Carrie?
Yeah. The only other time I was outside was when I go out back to smoke because my mother's allergic to smoke. But I always go out back.
And when Carrie got to the house, did he went inside the house, or
No.
would he remain outside?
Yeah, he just stayed outside. I went outside and got in his car, but that's not unusual.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just like when he dropped me off, I got out of the car and, you know, went inside or went through the gate and went through the back door, but that's not unusual either. So.
How long does it take to get up there by the Gainesville area where he lives? I forgot the name. Chiefland or
Chiefland. Without traffic, 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah, with traffic, 2 hours 15 minutes, 2 hours 30 minutes, depending.
And that's how taking the turnpike
75 to alternate 27.
And that's the route that you guys took, right?
Mm-hmm. So trade route we always
And the
take.
same route you guys took back
Mhm.
on Sunday?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, on Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I'm losing track of days.
Okay, it's okay. So let's go back to Saturday evening or Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you heard from your mom?
Between 8:20, 8:25.
That's when you received that phone call where she was a little bit, you said she was crying.
She wasn't bawling. She was just kind of more of a. It was like a whimper, you know, type, you know. And you know, she told me she loved me, and that she would call me as soon as she got a chance. I took it as she was going to miss me, or you know, I mean, I didn't read too much into it. I should have, but I didn't. You know, my mind was probably somewhere else, but I didn't read much into it. My mom, when she says she loves you, you know, sometimes she cries. When she leaves to go to North Carolina, before she leaves, she tells you she loves you, she'll cry. So, I didn't really read that much into it.
During that phone call, did she give you a timeline when she was supposed to be back, or how long she was going to be gone?
She didn't really give me a timeline. My understanding is she gave my sister a timeline.
And then after you finished the phone call with your mom, did you and your sister talk?
Yeah, my sister called me. Apparently, after she went down to mom's house, banged on the door, she didn't answer. Judy called me, asked me if I had heard from mom. I told her yes. She asked me what she said, and I told her. And Judy told me she told her the same thing, and that she had said she was going to be gone for 6 months, and that there was no way that mom would miss Christmas with her grandson. And I said, if you hear anything, call me. And I started sending my sister texts. If you hear something, call me. Anything happens, and all she would respond with was with the letter K. I told her.
That was Judy, right?
Yeah.
Judy.
I sent her a text saying, I'll be back on Sunday, and she responded with okay, or she responded with K. But I was sending texts. I think the last text I sent her may have been after 10 o'clock.
So how far, like how many minutes, just approximately, it doesn't have to be exactly, and it's kind of hard to go back and quote exact minute. How many minutes after the phone call you had with your mom and ended, and then when you receive a phone call from Judy?
15, 20 minutes, maybe.
And how many phone calls? How many times you guys had a conversation on the phone?
Me and Judy?
Yeah. That night?
That night?
Yeah.
One.
And then the rest of the communication was via text?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. From your phone, between your phone and her phone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And your phone, you're the only person that uses that phone, right? Nobody else uses that phone?
Not that, I've been let other people use it, but majority of the time I'm the only one that uses it.
Okay.
My mom's used it.
Okay. When was the last text that you sent to Judy and you received from Judy on Saturday night?
I want to say, I don't remember exactly, but I want to say it was probably at 10, maybe a little after.
And the last text you received from Judy, what was it, like, okay, or what
K.
is that?
The letter K.
The letter K?
That's all I ever got back from her was K.
Okay. Let's move forward to Sunday. Did you hear from Judy, or did you contact Judy, or?
I contacted Judy, told her I was on the way back.
Around what time was that?
9. I believe about 9. She told me to call her and let her know when I was 15 minutes out.
Okay.
I said okay. I got there and I called her and
Around what time? Around what time was that you got to?
11.
And that's the house, right? You said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Around what time you guys left? Chiefland?
Yeah, about 9.
About 9.
Yeah, maybe a little before.
Okay. Did you guys stop anywhere else?
No.
And you came back with Kerry, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his car, and his black Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And when I got to the house, I knew I had to meet Tasha, so I just met her. On my way back, I called Judy, let her know that I was, a few minutes out, got there, and then opened the door, and Judy was in the driveway.
Okay.
And she came in the house.
And you were driving?
Mom's car.
Okay. What kind of car is that again?
It's a silver Toyota Corolla.
Okay. So you met your friend Tasha. I know we talked about this one time about some cigarettes, right? You were swapping out some cigarettes?
Yeah, she gave me menthol by mistake.
Okay.
So.
And you said, where was it? Where you
That was
guys
at
met?
Westgate.
Okay.
And it took me maybe 10 minutes to get back to the house.
Okay. So from the time you left to go meet Tasha, you met Tasha and you came back, it was about 10 minutes, you said?
Well, I left about 11, got there, met her, and maybe I got to the house maybe at 11:15, 11:30. I don't remember exactly what time because I didn't look at a watch, but between 11:15 and 11:30. And I called Judy.
Okay.
And then when I opened the door, she was there and she came in.
You stop anywhere else?
No.
You want to stay home? Okay. So when you got to the house, Your sister Judy was in the driveway.
No, she got there right after I did.
Okay.
But it only takes her 2-3 minutes to get from her house down to the house.
Okay. So it's about the same area where your dad lives, right?
Right next door.
Okay. All right. That is very close. So you get to the house. Judy gets to the house. Keep going.
And we went in, we looked around. Nothing seemed out of place other than the fact that Mom's stuff, clothes, that type of stuff was gone. But, I mean, kitchen, living room, her desk, the TV room, where the computer's at, everything was, the back porch, everything was normal. I mean, there was nothing out of place. There was no book out of place. There was nothing in her room that seemed out of place except for her stuff gone.
Gotcha. Anything else in the rest of the house, like any on your room or that back room that's across from your room? That's what
That's my mom's TV room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anything out of the ordinary in those rooms?
No, everything seemed normal. Except for, I mean, her jackets were gone, but other than that, there wasn't anything out of the closet that was missing. I mean, there's a huge coin collection in there that was still there, but that's Morgan's, but I mean, that was there, but other than her jackets, that was it. Nothing in my room looked disturbed. I mean, there was nothing missing. And of course, I mean, I've got that huge TV sitting in there and all that other stuff, but none of that was missing.
Gotcha. And when you got there, and then right after Judy got there with you, the house was completely locked up, right? There's secure, nothing tampered with, no windows, no damage to anything. Everything was normal.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You guys got an alarm at the house or no? An alarm?
No.
No?
There's a thing there, but it's not connected.
It's not connected.
No.
Okay.
She had it turned off, I don't know how many, over 10 years ago, but no. She keeps that sign there because it deters people, but no, there was, the house was, the screen door that's on the front door, the only way to, it only locks from the inside. So it was locked. So I had to go to the gate and through the back door, but that is not unusual. I mean, the only time that's unlocked is if, Mom is leaving and she unlocks it for me, knowing that, which, now that I think about it, going to church, she should have unlocked it, because knowing that I was coming back. Because she was going to stop at Hungry Howie's for us after church, because we always get something after church for lunch, whether it be Subway, Hungry Howie's, or, whatever. But it was locked, so that's the reason I went around to the back. But back door was locked. The door that leads from the house into the garage was locked. The door that leads from it's that white door that goes from the garage out to the back where the recycling bin, it was locked. The garage door was shut. The front door was locked. Everything was locked. All the windows were shut. I mean, I didn't check if they were locked, but they were all shut.
Okay. So while you guys were over there, you guys are noticing that there's just a couple of your mom's stuff are missing, and they're not there. That's the only thing out of place.
Yeah.
What kind of conversation you and Judy were having? You guys both decided to contact the sheriff's office and report this, or who made that decision?
Me and Judy were talking about it, my Aunt Joy, and we all agreed that it was odd, and we started going through her address book trying to find, trying to contact people, trying to find this Rose, trying to find anybody who knew Rose. I remembered the church book with the pictures and phone numbers and stuff like that. I went and grabbed it and to see if we could find her, and that's how we had Ruth's home phone number, but that's how we got the pastor's number and the treasurer's number, and Judy knew some people that she went to school with, and so she took it to make phone calls. Joy said that we needed to contact the sheriff department. We kind of agreed on that, and Judy told me that she was going to make some phone calls and she was going to let me know. And then the next thing I know, she's in the house with deputy.
Did that Did she do that at the house, or she left back to her home?
She left and went back to her own house. I asked her to stay until Joy called because I wanted to hear, the three-way, so that way the three of us could discuss it. But she said that she was on her way back from Pigeon Forge and she hadn't called, and I was like, well, I have Doyle's phone number, his cell phone number, and she goes, no, we'll just wait till she gets back to the house. But I mean, I was wanting to hear what the three of us have a conversation.
Gotcha. Just to make a
that way
everybody can make that decision.
A family decision.
Yeah.
But she left and she said she wanted to make some phone calls, and I said okay. I said let me know, and then she didn't call me. Next thing I knew, she was there at the house with the deputy. She never called me because she was coming. She never said she called y'all guys. Nothing. She just showed up.
I just want to put pause there for a minute. I want to go back to the night before. When you received the phone call from your mother saying that she's going to go with Rose, did she discuss with you how she was going to go in a car, by train, by plane,
she said
by
Rose,
bus, anything
she
like
said
that?
Rose was coming to pick her up.
Gotcha.
That was it.
Do you know? Do you guys check? Do you have access to her bank account that you're able to confirm she bought a ticket or somewhere or anything like that?
I have access to her bank account.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's your bank's at?
She banks at Central Florida Educators. She has access to my bank. I have access to her bank. So.
Okay. I know we discussed yesterday or this morning about your job opportunity up in Ohio as a paralegal. And I know you mentioned something that the gentleman that you're going to be working for, he's been trying you out from here. So you've been like working for him from here, or what? How do you get your income? How you have to pay whatever part you rent out? What kind of work do you do?
Whenever there's somebody that's here, he'll call me. So it's right now it's an as-need basis. Okay. When I go to to Ohio, which is supposed to be on Friday, then it would be at the headquarters. So I would be working on a full-time basis then.
Okay. So pretty much it's when you get to Ohio, is that one of the things that you have to go into the office, or you'll be able to work from home?
No, it would be in the office.
Be in the office. Okay. So you guys never took that step to kind of like go over her bank account, see if there's been any kind of like purchase a ticket or any kind of purchase, anything like that? That your mom bought a ticket somewhere, like a airplane ticket, Amtrak, Greyhound, to travel over there, or help Rose out, by putting gas in, gas in the car, anything like that.
The only ticket that she bought was she bought my ticket for me to Ohio. Okay. But I mean, other than that, not that I'm aware of.
Okay. And when you pay the bills, like you give them, you get the payment to your mom, or do you deposit it to her account? How you guys work? How you guys work that out?
I give my mom the money.
Okay, gotcha. Anybody that you guys might think that she had ever kind of trusted outside of the family, like a specific church member or anything like that?
The only person she trusted outside the family was Marie and Harry.
Okay, and there are.
Their last name starts with a P. That's that house I showed you, the blue house on on Old Pretty Creek. That's Marie and Harry.
Okay.
She trusted them implicitly. She worked with them at Mercury.
Okay.
The only thing that I didn't get a chance to tell you because I kind of went past me. The neighbor that is not directly across over here, the one with the green car, the lady with her son.
Okay, if I'm facing your house, right?
Okay, no.
If I'm facing your house and I'm doing it like an about face.
Okay,
and
now
now I got your house to my back.
Okay.
Okay.
The house.
The house, like right here?
Yes.
So if we're looking at a clock, 12 o'clock will be here. It'll be like about 11, 10 o'clock?
Right. She has the fence, 2 dogs, she has a green car, a son who drives a truck.
Okay.
She asked me something last night, but they told her that she needed to go, she couldn't talk to me. She asked me, and it didn't really register, but I mean, she asked me if I knew the woman who came to visit Mom, which I don't. I mean, I don't know who she's talking about.
Do you know her name? The lady across the street, do you know her name?
I don't really know our neighbors.
Yeah, another question I forgot to ask you yesterday. I know you mentioned something about the next door neighbor that, I don't know,
The one that's
that give you the WGV, I don't
the
know.
heebie-jeebies.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit more about that neighbor? Why does he make you feel, oh, is he a he or she?
He.
Okay, what does he make you feel like that?
I don't know. It's just, I guess it's a gut feeling. There's just something about him that just doesn't sit right with me. He just, it's like a couple of times. I mean, I actually started going inside. He came out. There was a couple of times that the woman's dad came over, and I was sitting on the back porch, and I don't keep a light on the back porch so that way people can't see me when I'm out there smoking. But I keep a flashlight with me. But he left out the back door, and their backyard kind of has a berm in the back.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the very back, crouched down, and the only reason I can see this is because there's planks missing from the hurricane that they never replaced. Crouched down, and I could see a light from his cigarette. And he stayed there the entire time her dad was there. And that just was like really odd. And from there it was like, okay, that just doesn't seem, So I kind of Mom and I just stay away from it, And when he was outside, I would go inside, and Mom would do the same thing. Because even she got the heebie-jeebies from him.
He said hi to you guys, like, good morning, waved?
No, didn't
anything?
speak. No, he never. He never spoke to us. We never spoke to him. We never waved. We never even acknowledged.
How old is this gentleman next door? Just approximate.
20s, like
20s.
yeah, late 20s, maybe 30. I would say late 20s. I haven't I don't know what he looks like close up, but from a distance, I would say mid to late 20s.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I'm not very good at estimating age.
Hey, just one more question. Just when Terry dropped you off, Carrie dropped you off. Did he went inside, or he just dropped you off in the front?
Just dropped me off.
And he left.
Yeah, that's not unusual either.
Okay. Any additional questions? Take the roll.
You said your mom paid for your Ohio ticket.
Mm-hmm.
When was that purchased?
Saturday.
This Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what time did you actually find them on the computer or something?
Yeah, I went to Spirit, and she got all the stuff in there, and she put the card number in, and
Okay. And do you know what time of day this was? Was it during the daylight hours?
yeah, it was daylight.
Okay. Because Saturday is the day you left to go to.
It was before I left,
Yeah. Okay.
so it was before 5.
Okay. And it was with Spirit Airlines.
Yes,
Did you get your confirmation in an email or something like that?
I did, and I gave it to one of the officers. It's flight 4060. I leave at 10:50 in the morning
Okay. And when's that?
on Friday.
On Friday. And you said that you know a lot about your mom's financials. I guess you try to help her. She's an older woman. Does she have multiple accounts? Does she have multiple credit cards? Do you know what kind of
To my
financial credit she has?
To my knowledge, she has a GM card, and that's because she has one, and she has me also on it.
Mm-hmm.
She has an Up Promise card, which we both have. She has one, and I have one of mine.
What's a promise card?
It,
I've never heard of that.
It's called Up Promise. It's just like a Visa or MasterCard.
Okay, it's a credit card.
Yeah.
Okay.
She has one, and she has one with my name on it. We share PIN numbers, and same with the GM card. And then she has her CFE Platinum credit card
Okay.
through the bank. Her ATM card.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
And what did she use to buy your plane ticket?
Her CFE Platinum card.
Or a credit card, not the ATM card?
No.
Okay. All right. How is Tasha a great friend of yours? I'm assuming you guys.
She was a manager at Siggy's in St. Cloud, and that's how we met her. And she transferred to Orlando, and she still comes to St. Cloud and brings the cigarettes to us.
I don't get that. Brings the cigarettes to you. What's that mean?
She rolls the cigarettes, and for $30, she brings Mark, me, and Judy the 200 cigarettes, which is equivalent to a carton, and it's only $30, but it's pure tobacco.
Oh.
And so she just brings them and drops them off at Mark's shop.
I got you.
Yeah.
So, what's interesting? Takes a lot of patience to do that, I would assume.
They have a big machine.
Oh, okay.
You just tell them what brand, and you make sure you tell them they put in the computer, and you can pick mild, but it just doesn't have all the additives and all that other stuff in it. You pour it in the machine, and it'll do like 200 cigarettes in a matter of minutes.
Okay.
And it's only $30.
And Sunday, you said after you got dropped off, and before Judy gets there.
I met her and swapped them out.
And where'd you meet?
At Westgate.
What's that? What's Westgate?
Westgate in St. Cloud, where CFE is, where Big Lots is.
Big Lots.
Yeah. And it was where Siggy's used to be. There's another store there now. But we met there, and she came to the window. I handed her the menthol one. She handed me that. I now went out the, what is it? Is it CVS? Right down the corner. I went out there, turned, and went up Old Canoe Creek, Pine Tree, up to Rambler, to the house.
And then you went home.
Yeah, and I called Judy, and she was there 2-3 minutes.
And you called Judy before she got there, or?
I called Judy before she got there. I opened the front door.
Marie and Harry, you guys know real well.
Yes.
And does your mom talk to them on a regular basis?
Yes.
Would you say daily basis?
I wouldn't say daily, but regular, yes.
Okay. You have to say it's odd that your mom hasn't contacted anyone.
Yes.
Since we left yesterday, I know you didn't have your phone, but has anybody been trying to call your mom?
I don't know.
Okay, have you, or your dad, or anybody where you were staying last night, have they been trying to call your mom?
Well, I don't think my dad did, no. But I don't think my dad wouldn't, because I don't know if my sister has.
Did you talk to your sister since you left here last night?
No. When I got to Dad's, she was, I'm sure, already asleep, and I would sleep, and when I got up,
Did you sleep?
A couple hours.
Okay. Did you?
And I called you, and from what I understand, Dad said she had already left to go to work. And she says she doesn't like getting calls at work, so that's the reason I haven't.
Talked to Judy?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. If you had tried to call her or anything.
To my understanding, she's in training, so I mean, he's getting phone calls at work, unless it would be from you guys.
Right.
Me calling, have you heard anything, would irritate her, and
Gotcha.
I don't want to do that. So. That and her and my dad don't speak, so she wouldn't call my dad's house.
Right.
And if I called her from my dad's house, she wouldn't answer.
Why is that? Why don't they talk?
They had a falling out a couple of years back, and they haven't spoke. Judy considers my dad dead to her, so
Okay.
they have absolutely nothing to do with each other. So she wouldn't answer her.
What about Mark and her son? Do they talk to your dad at all? That's just shit.
They used to have a gate between the property, and Dad and Katie went to Tennessee, and when they got back to they had removed the gate and put the fence up in place of it.
Okay.
It was over my niece. she got hurt. Nobody said anything, and it was a little thing that turned into this huge drama mountain, and it went from there. I tried everything to get him to reconcile, and I finally surrendered
How long was that? That happened?
2 years ago.
About 2 years ago? Okay. It's a shame.
Maybe.
Shame.
It could be 3 years, for all I know. I know at least 2. So, I mean, if I called from my dad's house, there's no way Judy would answer.
Has any family member called your dad or call your dad trying to reach you
No.
and try to, you know what I mean?
No family
You have
member.
anything that the family members are talking? You know how it is. You know how families are.
No family member knew I was at my dad's.
Gotcha.
By the time I got to my dad's, I didn't make any phone calls because
You went to sleep. You're
Well,
tired.
well, I didn't go directly to sleep, but I mean, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not saying that my other family members weren't awake, but a lot of them, anybody on my mom's side of the family wouldn't recognize my dad's phone number.
Gotcha.
So, and honestly, I couldn't remember my Aunt Joy's number because it's in my phone. And she would be, and Marie, I don't know her phone number off the top of my head. So, I mean, there was not many phone numbers. I mean, those were 2 people I would have called, but I couldn't remember their phone numbers.
Where are you going to stay when you get to Ohio?
I have a friend, Melissa Smith. She has she has a house, and I'm going to be staying there until I find a place.
Okay. Let's go check on that phone real quick.
Yeah. I'll be right back, okay?
You need anything, Bean?
No, thank you.
Thank you. All right, I'll be right back. almost ready. The little box just crashed. We're just swapping out some an SD card real quick. He said we should be done here in a couple of minutes. Hey Judy, I want to bring sorry, Amy. Apologize. My bad. I want to ask you a couple more questions, okay? And I need for you to be completely truthful with me, okay? All right. Base. When was the last time you called? You tried to contact your mom on your phone. When was the last time?
I want to say Saturday night, but I don't know exactly what time. And the next time was from the house. Judy was telling me that she had been trying to call her, and Morgan had been trying to call her, and I tried on Sunday.
Okay.
But since I couldn't leave a voicemail,
Did it at least ring? The phone?
No.
Did it ring?
No, it just, all it said was, person you've reached has not set up a voicemail. So I assumed, and I know I shouldn't have, it was out of minutes, it was dead, or she had turned it off, or she turned the ringer, I mean, and I knew she didn't have a phone charger.
Okay.
And I honestly thought she would call whenever they stopped.
Okay.
So I really wasn't too concerned.
Okay.
And then when Judy told me they'd been trying to call her, then
Okay. How about if I tell you that the last phone call that you ever did to your mom was on September 18th, which that was Friday night, just before 11 o'clock at night. Will you be surprised about that? It's based on your phone information.
very.
Okay. And then the call history, you know how you go through the call history and then you can remove calls from the actual call history log. Was removed, was deleted.
I don't delete my call history.
Okay. Why not? That's coming straight from your phone, a phone that you own, the phone
Well,
that you use.
I understand that, but there's no reason for me to delete it. I mean, I have no reason to.
Okay. All right.
And I know that I called my mother cell phone book after the 18th. I know I did.
Okay. You said that you have an Epass account.
Mhm.
Your mom has an Epass account,
Mhm.
and then Carrie
Mhm.
has an Epass account, right?
Right.
When Carrie picked you up at your mom's house at your residence,
Mhm.
you guys left in Carrie's car, which is a black Mustang, and he didn't pay the toll. He went through the Epass section, right? He didn't stop. Did he pay in the attendant, and he went through he did not pay attention. He just went right through the SunPass Epass lane without stopping.
When we went through the Kissimmee Park, it went through, but whenever the rest of them, he did pay because, well, I guess his e-pound account was low. I don't know.
Okay. Will you be surprised, or I would like to know what you would say if I told you that the last time that account was used was earlier this month? Carrie's account, yes. And there's absolutely no record of him going through Epass or anything like that.
Yes, that would surprise me.
Okay. So I'll give you already two things. You understand what I mean? That
I understand.
I'll be able to confirm based on the information I'm getting and stuff like that.
I understand.
To confirm. So.
I mean, but I can't give you an answer, but I mean,
Okay.
because I don't understand, but it does surprise me.
Let's swap shoes for a moment. You know, how will you feel about that? You've been in my shoes, getting those stuff right now. I just want to know what happened to your mom. You know what I mean? What happened to your mom
I will
and stuff like that. And I
know.
just want you to be honest with me.
I-
You ain't left town. You know, okay, I ain't left town. You know, I was hanging out here, yeah, with another friend, but you understand what I mean? So when you got those things, just kind of a couple exclamation points and a couple flags are coming up. You understand what I mean?
I understand, and I don't have an answer for you because I don't understand. And I do want to know what happened to my mother. I have no idea what's going on.
That's what we're trying to find out.
I know.
And the only thing we ask from people, to help us out,
And I'm
is just to be
trying-
completely honest with us.
And that's what I am. I'm being completely honest with you. Because I want to find my mother.
Yeah, we want to find your mother too.
And
Right now, all we care is your mom's
yes,
safety.
that's all I care about.
Okay. Going back to your banking situation. You got your own account, and your mom has her own account, right?
Mhm.
Do you guys bank in the same bank?
No, I bank at PNC. She banks at CFE.
Okay. PSC, which one's that one?
PNC is
PNC.
yeah, it's directly across from Dairy Queen.
Okay. Across the street, like from Subway area around there.
No, you have Dairy Queen, and then you have like Prescription Unlimited.
Gotcha. Yes.
And,
Yes.
Well, yeah, and Subway is there on the corner. Yeah, so it's right here. PNC. That's my bank. She banks at CFE. I have her account information. She has my account information.
Okay. What can you tell me about? Has been any deposit made to your account?
Mom wrote me a check for $2,500 that I did a mobile deposit for.
A mobile deposit?
Yeah,
Is it a check or a mobile deposit?
It's a check, but on my PNC has an app where you
Okay.
can do what's called a mobile deposit. You take a picture of the check and then it goes to your account
What's that?
after a few days.
Okay. And where's that check at?
I gave it back to her.
Okay.
All I have to do is sign the back of it, and then you have to put forward mobile deposit only, is what you do.
So she writes it, and what day was that? What day was she wrote that check?
That was on the morning of the 19th.
19. That's Friday.
Okay, 20. No, wait, no.
No, it's Saturday.
Saturday. Saturday.
Okay.
Morning
I'm
of
sorry.
Saturday.
I apologize.
Yeah,
I'm all messed up with my days. Sorry.
yeah.
Yes. You're right.
Yeah.
I apologize. My bad.
That's
Saturday.
okay. Yeah, morning of Saturday.
Okay. All right. So she paid for your ticket for Ohio,
Mm-hmm.
and she used what card?
The CFE Platinum
Okay. That's a debit card or a credit card?
credit card.
Credit card. And then she also gave you a $2,500 check. And using what?
Just for me to go into my account to have, so that way she worried, that way I had money, and just in case I needed anything, she wanted to make sure that I was safe and taken care of. She didn't want me to have to, if I needed to get back, or if I needed something, or something happened, she wanted me to be able to have the money to do it.
Okay. Do you know your last 4 digits of your account number that shows on your card?
5353.
Okay. And that's with PNC, right?
Mhm.
And that's a credit card. That's your checking account, debit card,
That's my checking account.
right? It's like a debit card.
No, it's it's a checking account.
Okay.
Yeah, but debit card, I don't know what the last 4 digits are.
Okay.
That's at home in my purse.
Okay. So being here right now and asking you that about your phone, about the phone calls, and about the Epass, and now this all comes to light about now there's actually a wire check digital check transfer to your account. You understand what I mean? This didn't come up last night, early today. They didn't come up earlier and stuff like that.
I didn't think anything of it, really. I mean,
But come on, Amy. Don't you think that would have been important?
it is, but I mean, I can't remember everything when I'm that tired. My brain.
I'm tired too. You know what
I
mean?
understand that, but I mean, your brain works different than my brain. Mine is going at 100 miles an hour. I'm trying to remember everything. I'm trying to be able to tell y'all everything, and I'm trying everything I can to give y'all all the information that you need be completely truthful with you and try to remember everything. And sometimes I can't. And I'm sorry for that, but I can't remember everything all the time when I'm trying so hard to remember everything to be able to tell you guys. But my mom giving me money is not anything that's unusual. Buying a ticket for me is nothing unusual.
What do you think Carrie's gonna say when we contact him? If we contact him, what do you think Carrie's gonna say?
That he came pick me up at 5 o'clock and he dropped me off. And he's going to tell you that he paid for the tolls and doesn't know why his son pass didn't register.
What do you think Tasha's gonna say when we go talk to her?
That we met at Westgate and that we swapped out cigarettes and that she left and I left.
Here's the thing I don't understand. He's like, you're telling me some information here about the phone calls that you made for your mom, tried to receive from your mom. You're telling me that. Then, however, when we go to your phone, you hear it from you to see, to take a look, stuff like that. Your phone is giving us a complete different story of what you're sharing with me.
I can't answer you on that. I have absolutely no idea. I don't know why my phone is doing what it's doing. I don't know what's going on with my phone.
It doesn't matter if you delete or try to get rid of some information, the phone always keeps that information.
I understand that, but I mean, I don't understand. I don't know why my phone is doing what it's doing. I don't understand. I can't give you an answer. I don't know enough about phones. I cannot give you an answer on this. I know what I did. But I can't tell you why my phone is not telling you that. I can't. I wish I could.
We're trying to get to find your mom.
I understand that.
Okay. Your mom is very important to you. I can see that you love your mom very much.
Very.
But
I would do anything to
you're
find
telling
out.
us some information. You try to confirm that information. That information is completely the opposite of what you're telling us. Contradict of what you're telling us. You understand what I mean?
I understand.
So I just want you to understand in what kind of position that puts me. You understand what I mean? So I'm not saying I'm having doubts on you with you, but like I said, you just bring some red flags, and I'm just trying to sit down here with you right now and be able for you and me to put our heads together and try to be able to understand all the pieces of the puzzle. You understand what I mean?
I understand.
And the only thing I ask for you is to be completely honest.
And
with
I
me.
am being.
Okay. I just don't want you to hinder yourself by holding information, by lying to me. I don't want you to do that.
I'm not. And I
Okay.
honestly cannot answer why my phone is not telling you what I'm telling you, because it should be.
Not correct.
I mean, it should be telling you exactly what I'm telling you. My phone should indicate all of that.
That is correct.
And I don't know why it's not. I cannot answer you on that. I'm sorry, I don't know. But it should be telling you exactly what I'm telling you.
Okay.
I mean, what I'm telling you, you should be able to look at my phone and go, okay, this is exactly everything. And I don't know why it's not. I honestly do not. I wish I could tell you.
Gotcha.
I want to find my mother more.
I want to bring your mom home.
Yes.
I want to bring it to you girls.
I would do anything in the world to find my mother. And that's the reason I'm being completely honest with you. I'm trying to remember everything. I'm trying to remember every word, every conversation, everything by minute. And everything is just getting all jumbled. I can't remember times.
My job description, my job is to get the facts, investigate, talk to people, and assist the family. You understand what I mean? That's what I'm trying to do.
I know.
Okay? And then when everybody puts all the effort and everybody has roles. You understand what I mean? I got my role and stuff like that. The information I get from you and the family members that you guys put on the table is what I take and I run with it.
I know.
You understand what I mean? And that's what that get the machine going.
I know.
You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what when we get the conclusions and stuff like that, confirm this, confirm that, and stuff like that. That's what investigations are.
I know.
Taking all the facts, can be able to confirm, look into it, do research, and we get the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I understand.
So the only thing I ask you, Amy, is for you to be completely honest with me, okay, and be able to think and help me out, and I hope you out and be able to share information and change, be able to share with each other thoughts that we'll be able to understand and to move on, okay, from this hiccup right now that I got. You know what I mean? Right now I gave you 3 things right now that if it weren't for my investigation, you would have mentioned. The situation with the phone now, with the Epass, and now that transfer, that wire transfer. You understand what I mean? So
The transfer is not unusual.
okay. Does she does that every month?
Not every month, but she.
How often does she transfer that amount of money to your account for you
Every
to have it?
Every few months.
And why does she does that? If you got your own income and you pay bills, why are you gonna give money to her for her to pay bills, for you to pay your half, and then she's giving you a lot more money than what you pay her on a monthly basis to pay bills? I just don't get it.
She's trying to help me get a car.
Okay. So how much money has she given you, let's say, of this amount the last year? Where it was in September. From January to September, how many times she given you this? Because, I work, you know what I mean? I'm not rich, you know what I mean? And somebody give me $2,500, I consider that holy crap.
Well,
You understand what I mean? Like,
yeah.
oh my God. Man.
You're right.
You understand what I mean? It's like, that's a lot of money for me.
Right.
But that's my personal, for my opinion, $2,500 is a lot of money.
Yes.
How often does she does that? Like from January to now September, how often has she done that?
4 times.
4 times.
But unfortunately,
So it has been $2,500 the same amount, or what has been the amount?
it's $500. It's $2,000. It's $2,500. But
Do you remember the amounts?
it's just been those 3. It's been,
So 500, right?
It's been a 500. It's
Hold on,
been.
give me 1 second. Let's do something real quick.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. 600.
Okay. So that's $600. That's the first time. That was when? That's when? You remember when?
No.
The beginning of the year was cold.
This year.
outside?
It was this year.
Okay, 600. It's kind of 2,500 to that. The other this recent. So that's 2,500.
There's 2,500.
Okay.
There's 600. 400, and I think another 600.
I know it's 600.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 times she gave you 600, and then 1 time she gave you 400, and now she gave you 2,500.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a big jump.
Right.
From going just for a couple $100, now all of a sudden that's a drastic jump. Any reason why? That's $4,100. You told me that she gave you. He gave me you from January to.
She's wanting to try to help me get a car, but she's also trying to help me get health insurance because I lost my health insurance, and so she's trying to help me get my health insurance. And unfortunately, health insurance right now is like $300 a month. So until I get health insurance, kicked in, it's going to be $316, $343
Okay.
because of blood pressure and my heart condition.
Okay.
So she's trying to help me with that.
So if I look a little bit more into your mom's account and your account, are gonna be able to see those transfers or those deposits from your mom's account to your account.
Yes.
And how do you guys did those transfers? The same way that you did the $2,500?
Some was cash, and one was a check, and then
Which one was the check?
I don't remember exactly which one. But mostly it's been cash because it goes into effect right then. So
What do you mean goes into effect right then?
it's available to you.
Okay. Did she put the cash in your account?
She gives it to me, I go to the bank and deposit it at the ATM.
Okay. Just the same like she did in this one, this most recent one.
That, she gave me the check, and she had me do the on my app, my PNC app.
Okay.
If I had my phone, I could show
Who
it.
wrote the check?
She did.
Okay.
If I had my phone, I could show it to you.
Okay.
What I'm talking about.
Okay.
It's an app, you go to it, and it says deposit, and you put the which account you want it to go to, how much. You take a picture of the front of the check, the back of the check, and then you hit continue, and then you wait for it to clear your account, which could be anywhere from 5 to 7 days. And that was the reason some of the times she did the deposit, or gave me the cash, because that way I could just go to the bank and put it in the bank.
How long you had your phone for? How long? Since when?
Over 5 years.
Over 5, same number for over 5 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Same company, Boost?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You had the same phone for 5 years, or you've been upgrading them?
Well, I've been upgrading them, but I kept the same phone number.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long you had this style phone, your style phone, the smartphone? How long?
Since probably about 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah. Maybe 7.
Okay. All right.
No, probably about 6 months.
All right. Let me see if that phone's ready. That way you can show me that check, okay?
Okay.
I'll be right back, all right?
Yep.
Your phone died, so it's being charged right now. And it says that it's so dead that it's not will not even turn on with the plug on.
That doesn't sound right. When it's plugged in, my phone will turn on.
When it's very dead, when the phone's, even this iPhone, when it's completely dead,
No,
you turn it on and you plug it in, it will turn on that it's charging, but it will not have enough charge to turn on to power on completely.
Mine normally does.
That's what I just went over there. It's not even turn on. It just got the little sound that it's charging with the light, with the red light, and it's plugged in and it's not turning on.
Then
It shows the battery.
I understand that, but I mean that's something wrong then because
So,
my phone.
We just got to give it a couple minutes, and I know we'll
Okay,
fire up.
but I understand what you're saying,
Okay.
but I have my phone I've zeroed it out and where it's turned off,
Okay.
and I plugged it in and I've still been able to turn it on. So there's something wrong with my phone because it should be turning on.
I don't know. I ain't no phone guy, but
I'm
I
not
gotta,
either, but
I
I'm
gotta
just,
go by
I'm
the
just-
tech. So
I know. I'm telling you that has happened before.
you know that we're gonna confirm and reconfirm everything. You understand that, right?
Yes.
Okay. The thing I don't get, I have Epass. Myself, I have Epass. The times when my Epass have gone to zero balance, and I gone through it, it was still registered. Okay?
Okay.
So you tell me you're sitting here, if I'm not mistaken, and your Epass is in your purse, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you said that Carrie's Epass was going low on balance, but guess what?
I did take my Epass
You
with me.
okay, forget about your Epass. Let's talk about Carrie's.
Okay.
It doesn't show Carrie up here using the Epass, or even the Epass register or anything like that. It doesn't show Carrie nowhere here. I'll tell you that right now. That's for a fact. Okay. When you went to see Tasha to do the thing about the cigarettes,
Right.
exchange the cigarettes,
Mhm.
you went straight home, right?
Yes.
You didn't stop nowhere else.
No.
Okay. You sure about that?
After I left Tasha, yeah.
Okay. So you went from your house straight to see
Oh,
Tasha.
no, wait a minute, wait.
Oh, there it is.
Wait,
There it is.
I'm trying to,
Okay.
please.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I stopped at, what's that place? It's a storage.
Okay.
I stopped there.
Okay.
And I was there for a couple of minutes and then I left and then
Any reason why you stop at the storage? Do you have storage there?
I don't have storage there, but I was going to see about how much it would cost to rent some, because there's some stuff that I'm not going to be taking with me.
What storage is that one? Where at?
It's next door to what used to be Mickey's. It's on Old Canoe Creek. It was a gas station store.
Okay. Nah, I gotta look it up. I don't know.
I can't remember the name of it, but it's orange.
The one inside?
No, they said to call the manager, but nobody, answered. I knocked on the door, but I was only there for a couple of minutes. I backed out and then went straight home. But I was only checking to see how much storage.
Was that on the way to see Tasha? Or that was
No, that was
to
on my
go
way
back?
home. That was on my way home.
Okay. I can tell you that there's nothing wrong with your phone. I'll tell you that right now. And I want you to understand, your phone is going to tell me exactly where you've been.
Okay.
You understand that, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm here talking to you, because I want to give you the opportunity for you to tell me where you were. I'm hoping that you be honest with me and tell me, prove me wrong, that the information that you're telling me is the same information that shows on your phone. You understand what I'm getting through?
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? The only thing I ask from you, Amy, is for you to be completely honest.
I know that.
Okay? But right now, the information I got from your phone is not matching up with what you're telling me, where you've been, or what you have done. And the same thing with the Epass, Carrie's Epass.
I can't tell you about Carrie's Epass.
Understand what I mean?
I can't tell you about that. I don't know. I can't answer you on that.
How much money you have in your purse?
$405, $6.
And where that money came from?
I stopped at an ATM.
Okay. When?
Sunday.
When? Sunday.
I don't know exactly what time.
In the morning, the afternoon.
Morning.
Was before lunch, after lunch,
Before
dinner?
lunch. Before lunch.
Okay. What bank was that?
BB&T.
Where's that one at?
There's one on 192.
Which one is the one that you stopped? That's what I'm asking.
I don't know exactly which one it is. It's on 192. I don't know exactly which one.
Put yourself in my situation, Amy. You see what I'm getting through? I keep giving you a little bit, putting out more things on the table. And all of a sudden, oh my God, boom, bing, a little light comes on. Oh yeah, that's right.
I am trying. I am trying.
Yeah, as far as giving to me, you give me the assumption that you're holding back. You just don't want to tell me everything.
I'm not intentionally holding anything back. I am trying. I honest to God am trying. I am not holding anything back. I honest to God am trying. I don't have the best memory in the world. But I honest
Me
to God,
neither.
But honest to God,
But situations like this, very seriously, I'll tell you this right now, I'll make an effort
I'm
to
trying.
really remember.
I'm trying.
And very important things that happen in the day, very big stuff that happened during the day, I'm going to remember. You see for a fact that you remember you meeting up with Tasha to exchange some cigarettes. But you don't remember stopping at the bank, not stopping at the storage, and all that kind of stuff.
I'm
That all that taking half an hour. I just don't get it.
I'm trying. I am trying. Honest to God, I am trying. I know you're tired. I'm exhausted. And I'm trying. Honest to God, I am trying. I don't know what to tell you, but I am trying.
Put yourself in my situation. In my shoes. And I'm sitting in your chair. You're asking me the same questions I'm asking you. About something very important that pertains to your mother. And all of a sudden, you're not remembering anything. And where you've been, where did you go, where did you stop? And it has to be me giving you a little bit for you to remember. This is very important, Amy. It pertains to your mother. The well-being of your mother, where your mom go, who your mom is with right now. The important mission right now is to get your mom home, safe and sound, back to her daughters.
I'm aware of that. And that's
And
all
you're
I
not
want.
making it easy right now for me.
I'm not trying to make it difficult.
Because right now, information I'm getting contradicts completely of what you're telling me, Amy. It's been a long night for you, a long weekend for you and your family. Time is going by. You need to let me know and be completely honest with me what happened this weekend. I feel that you haven't been honest with me completely, Amy. I feel like you're holding things back.
I'm not.
And you need to be completely honest with us.
I am, and I'm not holding anything back.
Because based on what you're telling me, you spend most of the time with your mom that actually Judy does. You live with her. You guys live together.
Yes.
You guys share a lot of time together, a lot of memories. You guys pay bills.
Yes.
You need to be completely honest with me for us to do our job, Amy.
I understand that, and I am trying to remember everything. Honest to God, I am. All I want is to find my mother, and all I want to do is give you the information to be able
We
to
have
help
to look
you.
everywhere.
I know.
Every avenues.
I know.
See who's lying to us, who's not lying to us.
I know.
You understand what I mean? And the more I dig and dig and dig, you understand what I mean? Your story is not making sense with what I got right now, Amy.
I don't know what
It's not confirming what you're telling me since last night. And I want you to be completely honest with me. I want you to take a deep breath and say, you know what, Joel? I'm sorry. Yes, I did forget to tell you. And then let's start fresh. But you need to tell me step by step. And we took our time last night. And we took it day by day, hour by hour, phone call by phone call, person by person. And then I come today, we try to reconfirm what you told us last night, which is pretty much the same thing. And then I get all this information dumped on my desk, on my lap, that is showing me that you're not telling me the truth. The only thing I ask for you, for the sake of your mother, Amy,
is
for her safety, for you to tell me the truth right now. We need to get your mom home.
I agree. All right. I got back before 11 o'clock
Okay. From where?
from Chiefland.
Okay.
Got back before 11 o'clock. I got back probably about 9 o'clock.
Okay.
I left. I went towards Nova Road. I turned around. I took a call from Marie. I stopped at a junkyard or something. I talked to her. I went into St. Cloud. I stopped at BB&T. I went to Westgate. I stopped at storage. Went home, and I called my sister.
Okay. What car were you driving?
Mom's.
Mom. When you got back home, what was inside the house?
Nothing. I mean, just, it was exactly as it was when Judy walked through the door. The key was there, I just grabbed it, got in the car. I ran my errands, and then I called Judy, and
That's a good step right now. You just took.
but
Why it took this long for you to come out with that? Why?
think about how it makes me sound.
We're humans. We make mistakes.
You don't understand
I understand.
You don't understand my sister. She would take that and she would think that I'm the most horrible person ever walked on this earth, that I put myself in front of my mother, and I don't. But that's what she would think. And so would my Aunt Joy. And I don't. I put my mother first.
Listen to me.
I stopped and talked to Marie because I got upset, and I didn't want to be driving while I was talking to her on the telephone.
Okay.
She can confirm that.
Okay.
We went over everything.
What you guys went over?
The last time she talked to my mother, what my mother said, what she thought was going on, and I told her I would keep her up to date, that I was supposed to be meeting my sister, and that I would call her.
Let's forget about your sister. Let's forget about your aunt. Let's just think about Amy and Mom.
There is
Okay? Let's forget about those people.
There's nothing I wouldn't do for
The only
her.
thing I care right now is the conversation that I'm having with you right now and about your mom's safety. Okay? Let's put everybody back. Nobody pays your bills. You pay your own bills, right?
Yes.
You work, you pay your mom, and you guys pay bills, right?
And she helps me out.
Exactly. So it's a team, right?
Yes.
50-50, she helps you, you help her out. Okay, then why, Amy, took this long for you just to come out with that?
Because it makes me sound like a horrible person.
You're not a horrible person. We all make mistakes.
Put yourself in my shoes. My mother is missing. It makes me sound like a horrible person. It really does. I put errands before my mother.
But let's go back to, we've been talking since last night. Why it took until
I didn't want to sound
almost 4:55.
I didn't want to sound like a horrible person.
So what? This is stuff that I need to
I know.
You know what I mean?
I
And
know.
can I tell you something? That information you just told me right now, I knew it already. I just needed for you to take that step of faith and put on the table for you to tell me what I know already. Okay? This is a start. This is not everything, okay? We have to move on. Okay? So let's start from the time that you got back home. What time you left Chiefland? That place over
7. Chiefland.
Okay.
Just at Gainesville.
Okay, Gainesville. Okay. And you were with Carrie
Yes.
and still driving his same car, his
Yes.
black car?
Mhm.
Okay. You guys took the same route, right?
Yes.
That state road was the
Alternate 27 to 75
Right.
to Turnpike to the Kissimmee Park exit.
Okay. Did he drop you off?
Yes.
Did he go inside the house?
Yep.
Okay. How do you enter the house? How do you get in the house?
The screen door on the front was locked, so I went through the gate on the side of the house and went through the back door underneath the cover, and it leads into the kitchen.
Okay. And both locks
Both
locked?
locks were locked.
Okay.
I walked in and put my purse down. I saw the key and just grabbed it, went out the garage door, got in the car, and
Do you
I
walk
looked
around the house?
I looked around, but everything. I mean, I looked in the kitchen. I looked in the living room. I did go to the bathroom, in my bathroom, and I just kind of glanced in my bedroom. Everything. I mean, nothing looked out of place. So I walked back into the kitchen. I grabbed what I could see in my mother's room. You know, I mean, all I could see was the dresser and part of the bed and her black chair, which was where it was.
How was the bed?
Bed was completely made.
Okay.
Black chair was exactly where it was supposed to be. There was the dresser was just like it always is. The bathroom door was open. You know, I mean, everything looked normal. So I just grabbed the spare key. I went out the garage door and got in the car, opened the garage door, and backed out. Did the errands, and then drove back and called my sister.
Okay. All right. Let's go back a little bit right now. Let's slow it down a little bit, okay? I'm saying you were a little bit emotional when you told me exactly what you did, okay? But I just want to make sure that we cover every step, okay? So, you took the spare key out, got in the car, backed the car out of the garage.
No, the spare key was on
Okay,
the...
no.
Okay.
You grabbed the keys, you did everything you had to do in the house, noticed everything inside the house.
Yeah, the spare key
Then you
was
got
on
in
the
the car.
kitchen, on the kitchen counter.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got in the car, you backed out the car out of the garage.
Mhm, I opened the
Okay,
garage
then
door,
you
backed
left.
out.
You left the house. Which way you left the house? You went towards
Hickory
Rambler?
Tree.
Hickory Tree. Okay. What was the first place you stopped?
At that salvage yard when Marie called me.
Okay, so we're going on Hickory Tree, and it was around approximately what time?
9:30,
Okay.
10.
Okay. So you go on Hickory Tree. You go towards 192,
I
right?
got to 192.
Which
I turned
way?
left.
You turn left.
hmm
Okay.
I went towards Nova. Did a U-turn at Nova.
Make a left towards Nova. You sure?
I'm sorry. Right. Sorry. I'm sorry. Right. There at 7-Eleven. I turned right onto 192.
Okay.
Went towards Nova. got to Nova, did a U-turn. Marie called me and I pulled into, I believe it's a salvage. I don't know exactly the name of it. I just saw it was a business. I pulled in there, stopped the car, and talked to her 15 minutes, maybe 20, I don't know. I told her that, I would give her a call back. Did that, got back onto 192, went down 192. There's a BB&T on the left. I stopped there. Got $400 left there.
Which, when you got to the BB&T, that bank right down the corner, you use an ATM?
Yes.
Which ATM you use?
I
Do
mean-
you have to get out of the car and walk up to the place?
No, it's the one that you can drive up to and it's right there at your window.
Okay. And who banks there?
Nobody.
Nobody?
It was the first
Okay.
bank, so I just stopped there.
Okay.
And then I left there.
And I'm sorry, and how much money you took out of there?
4.
Okay. All right, from your account?
No, actually from my mother's account.
Okay. Any reason why? Was from your mother's account?
No, it was just, she said I could do it, so I did.
When did she say that? When did she give you the permission to take out the $400?
Friday.
Friday?
Mhm.
Okay. So I understand. Stop. She gives you a check for $2,500 that you electronically deposit in your account.
Mhm.
She also pays your plane ticket,
Mhm.
and then she also gives you the day before permission to do it on Sunday to withdraw $400.
Mhm. My mother's extremely generous right now.
Okay. Just making the math, that's like over $3,000 in less than a weekend.
Well, I mean,
You understand what I mean?
on my phone, I can show you all of this.
Hopefully, next break that we take.
Okay, I can show you my account, I can show you her account.
Okay.
But left there, drove through town, went to Westgate, met Tasha,
Mhm.
left out that dude by CVS, turned on Kissimmee Park, stopped at that storage place. Like I said, did pressed for the manager, nobody answered, knocked on the door. They have surveillance, you can check. Left there, got back onto Kissimmee Park, or Old Cooney Creek, and drove straight through, crossed over on Pine Tree, turned onto Rambler, went into Lakeshore, pulled into the garage, called my sister. Within a couple of minutes, opened the door, she was there, she came in.
Okay. Why was that so hard for you to tell us that yesterday? Why didn't you start with that yesterday? That was simple, Amy. That was the reason. I just don't understand. Amy. Understand what I mean?
You know my family.
That has nothing to do with your family now. Okay? Let's forget about your family right now. Let's just think about Amy and let's think about Mom.
I know.
Forget about the family. Family's family, but nobody pays your bills. You pay your own bills.
But
Okay? And right now, let's forget about that because in this situation right now, Amy needs to be selfish. And Amy needs to think about Mom right now. To do whatever she needs to do to get Mom home back to her life.
Yes.
To be able to, both of you guys, to keep going with your life.
I agree,
Okay?
and that's all I want.
Okay. The only thing I just want to understand, Amy, is like putting your family aside, why that was so hard for you to tell me. And we spoke yesterday for, I don't know how long we spoke yesterday.
I know.
You understand what I mean? And then we spoke on the phone this morning about 2-3 times. I know it was short,
And I was with
and
my
then we
dad.
spoke today. You understand what I mean? And you had the opportunity to tell us.
And I was with my dad.
I understand that. I don't even need to know about this, okay?
I know, but if I'd have said my dad was sitting right there listening.
You're an adult. I understand that took you into his house, but you could have told me, "Hey, Joel,
And he would have
can I
decided-
can I please speak to you in private?" We could have gone and talk somewhere. You understand what I mean? Because you're an adult. I know it's not he's your dad, and dad will always be dad.
And he would have thought that I wasn't. My dad's cop brain would have kicked in, but anyways,
But
I was. I didn't want to sound selfish, that I was putting myself in front of my mother, because I'm not, and I didn't think that anything I did was gonna help find my mom. I didn't. I didn't think any of those things would help find my mom. And I didn't know that my mom was missing. And I didn't want to sound selfish.
The only thing I want to do, Amy, is find her.
I know.
That's the only thing. I want to bring back that home to you. That look, that smile.
I know.
And I need to find out, where did she go and what happened?
I know. I want the same thing. But I honestly didn't think any errands that I did that morning would change. I mean, didn't affect anything. I know I should have told you, and I'm sorry, and
That pulls me back a little bit, you know what I mean? Because all the effort I've been trying to confirm everything that you had told me, that would have been the time that I would have done, moving on and be able to
I
keep
know
doing some
you
of the
wasted
stuff.
your time.
No, I haven't wasted my time. Because this is my job.
You spun your wheels
No,
because
no.
I didn't.
We're a machine. We're a supercharged machine right now.
I know that,
Okay.
but you were spinning your wheels because
No. See, but now you have the opportunity, Amy, because we have moved on from that, to be able to, for you to put everything on the table
That is everything.
and tell me a little bit more
Well,
to be able to figure out what happened to your mom.
Well, it's going to tell you. I don't know anything else.
The only thing I want to avoid, Amy, is be able to get the information back from the phone company, okay? And that will open something else that contradicts a part of your story. I don't want that to happen. And I need for you to look at me straight in the eyes,
Okay.
with your blue eyes to my dark brown eyes, and tell me, Joel, the phone's gonna show me where I was. And I was up in Chief Line, Gainesville.
It's going to show you that.
It's gonna show me that you were up in Gainesville
Yes.
on the weekend and you came back Sunday.
It's going to show you what time I was there. It's going to
Okay.
show you what time I left. It's going to show you everywhere I was at.
And it's gonna show me every phone call they did to Mary and everybody you talked to.
Yes.
Okay, she's gonna
Mary.
show. I'm sorry, that lady that you said you talked to,
Marie.
Marie. I'm sorry,
That was on Sunday.
Mary.
Well, that was on Sunday morning,
Okay.
but yeah, it's
And
going
they're gonna show me even more details. So even gonna show me the phone calls that you say that they disappeared from your phone about your mom. The phone calls that you made to your mom.
Yes,
So you're gonna show me everything.
it's going to show you everything.
Inbound, outcalling,
Everything.
outbound, you name it.
Everything.
Okay.
It's going to show
So
you
you
everything.
promised to me right now. You swore that it's gonna show me all that.
Hand to God, I swear it's going to show you everything. And it's going to show you my exact location, times, everything. Hand to God.
Okay. All right.
My mother, I want her home.
I want her home too.
I want to go home right now and see her standing in the living room. That's what I want.
I want to bring her home.
I know. I want to go home and see her standing in the living room.
The only thing, you know what I have in my heart right now? I want to get you home and get her home and see you guys reunite. That's what I want.
I want to give her the biggest hug. I would never let her go. Never.
What will you do different if you had the opportunity, Amy? If we ever, when we find your mom, what will you tell her? What will you do if we have the power right now to take, let's say there's a remote, to hit rewind? What will you do different?
I wouldn't leave on Saturday. I would not leave.
No?
No.
You would stay with her?
I would want to be at the house. I would want to be there. And maybe this would have happened.
If you had your mom in front of you right now, what would you tell your mom?
that I loved her very much, and that she's the most important person in the world to me, and there isn't anything I would do for her. And I'm glad she was home. And then I would hug her and let her go. And sing Delta Dawn with her. It's the first song she ever taught me.
What she will tell you by you telling her those words, what would be her reaction?
She would cry and tell me that she loved me.
And you the youngest?
Yeah.
You the baby?
There's 9 years between me and Judy.
So your mommy's little girl.
Mm-hmm. And she's my mommy.
Mom will always be mom.
She's not my mom. She's my mommy. She's always been my mommy.
I'm trying to get you guys back
There is
together.
no, I have never ever wanted to disappoint her or make her unproud of me and I know that on a couple occasions I have disappointed her and it killed me.
If you ever had an opportunity in your life to be able to make up for any wrongdoing or any mistakes, no matter how small the mistakes been to the biggest one, to make things right, how will you do it again? How will you make it up to her? How will you make it up to her?
I would marry my ex-husband.
Let's start with that one, right?
That's the biggest one.
Sorry.
That's the biggest thing. She was very disappointed when I married my ex-husband, and then the substance abuse that I had, she was very disappointed. I know I blamed it on my ex-husband, but I wouldn't do that. Those have been my two biggest regrets in my life, because I know those have been two biggest things that disappointed her. And I wouldn't do it. I would listen to her when she told me, don't marry him. I wouldn't. And I think my life would have been, I know my life would have been completely different.
She sounds like she is a very wise woman.
She is.
She also sounds, the way that you describe her, she's very, her faith is, she has a lot of faith in God.
She is.
Stuff like that. She tries to be the best person that she can be.
She's a very Christian woman. She doesn't cuss. She doesn't lie. She's the best woman I know.
But you're wherever place she's at right now.
If I could go back, I would be exactly like her.
But whatever place she's at right now, in Colorado, whatever state or city, nearby us, I bet you she'll be praying for you right now, trying to send God's angels and her blessing, God's blessing, to camp around you.
They're praying for her and sending my prayers to her, begging God.
I think she'll be doing the same thing for you guys too.
Well, I've been praying for her and I've been begging God for you guys to be able to find her, bring her home. Or somebody, not just you, anybody, to please just, God, bring her home. And I've been doing that since yesterday. When I saw that first suitcase, or that blue and black one actually, I should say. As soon as I saw that,
How you felt, what you thought, tell me.
My gut, my heart sank.
Why? Tell me exactly what you felt, what you thought, what you had in your mind. Tell me.
Because that duffel bag is always on the shelf, top shelf, in the garage on the far wall. And it is not that I knew they were in the attic, and my mother would never put anything in the attic because of the heat. It doesn't matter if she wouldn't put clothes up there, she would give them to Goodwill. Because that's who she is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason her and I have a bag of stuff that's going to Goodwill. But it's, she would never do that. And as soon as I saw that, my heart sank because I knew something was definitely not right. And after that, my mind just kind of zoned out on me for a little bit because I didn't know what emotion to have. There was all of them. I didn't know whether to scream, cry, yell, beg. I didn't know. I just knew it was not good because I know my mom. She would give it to Goodwill so other people could use them for jobs or to start over. She wouldn't put them in the attic. She wouldn't. And she taught me that it's better to help people to start over than to let stuff just rot or let rats eat it. My mother is a wonderful person. And I want her home so bad. She's my best friend.
If you had the information, or let's say some kind of revelation from God, or some kind of psychic powers of knowing where your mom is, will you let me know?
Are you asking me if God told me where my mother was at?
Yes. If God would speak to you in your dream, or while you're praying for your mom, will you share that information with me?
Yeah.
If you have any knowledge of where your mom is, will you share that with me too?
Yes.
You will not hold it back?
No.
If somebody will tell you, hey, I believe your mom's over here or over there, or I think I saw her, will you share that with me too?
I would call you, tell you.
Doesn't matter the time.
Doesn't matter the time. This person told me this. I would get their phone number or address, full name. This person told me this. This is their information. Please go talk to them. I don't care if it would be 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I know you probably wouldn't like that, but I'm sorry.
24/7.
Right
now, can I tell you something? Right now, my goal is from your mom. Okay?
And
my family understands my calling, understands my career.
I know.
And there's sometimes during my career and my time
you have to be taken away from your family.
Where my family is understanding. My family is not selfish that my wife has to see her husband and my kids need to see daddy.
They understand you have to put
understand what I mean?
families.
I gotta put them to the side to put, now I don't consider you a stranger because we've been talking, we're getting to know each other. Okay?
My dad had to do the same thing.
Exactly. So you went through that.
I understand, yes.
So for us to go out there, pour our life out on take risks, and be able to bring closure and happiness and reunion.
Right.
And a second chance and opportunity for a family to redo their life and be able to reconstruct that life together, or even move on for whatever hiccup or whatever problem they're having. Okay? I understand living with your parent, you being probably the only child, and your parent not having a partner or anything like that, it gets frustrated. Okay? My dad lives with me. Okay? And sometimes I call it, I need some me time.
911, what's your emergency?